Y'all, I think God be sending me signs that I don't need to be smoking. Because every time I turn around, I can't find my lighter. You wonder why I'm breathing so heavy? It's because it took me a minute to find my lighter. Had it, then turned around, didn't have it. Whew. Just want to smoke this a little bit, please. Please, I need it. You know I need it. You know I need it. But I think he be sending these signs you do not need to smoke. Yeah. Because, honey, I'm always losing my lighter. Like, always. When I say always, I'm always losing my lighter. It could be, but you know what's crazy is that I really didn't lose it. It'd be bright. I'd be looking all around for it. And all on my lighter be right under right there. It'd be right there. I'll just be tearing up the room looking for it. Then when I'm finally ready to give up, it'd be right there. It'd be right there. Like, what the hell? All this time, it was right there under my nose. God be sending me, telling me. God, you know my heart. I have to do it. You know my heart. I just woke up, y'all, from a long nap. I think when I talked to y'all my last little thing I did, I passed out. I did. I passed out. Went to the store, remember? The video. I made the videos. I went to the stove. And I got up. Sleepy. I was like, I gotta go sleep. And I did just that. Kids in bed and everything. We all. Yeah, it be like that. It be that type of party sometimes over here because I don't know what it is. I've just been shutting down early. Like real early now. I've been noticing that ever since probably maybe about 2 months ago. About 2 months ago. Something like that. I've been noticing my body's been shutting down really early. Like extremely, extremely early. No. I don't know. But I'm up. Let me give me some water. Try to keep water next to my bedside so you know. Ooh, I'm gonna drink that. That's good. Let me some water. I ain't want nothing, y'all. I just got up. I literally just woke up. And like I said, I wanted to smoke. Couldn't find my lighter. Well, at least thought it was lost, but it wasn't right there. But I was looking around, just looking everywhere for it, and here, boom, right there in front of me. So, my daughter's gone. She went out for a while. Hold on, y'all. Oh, my leg. She went out for a while. So, it's real crazy because, you know, my 2 daughters, I got 6 daughters, but 2 of my youngest ones, they're both grown, but they're still in the nest. They ain't left the nest yet. They haven't left the nest yet. Am I ready for them? I said, am I ready for them to leave the nest? One of them in there. But the answer to that is, but is it hard for me to let go? Even though they grown, is it hard for me to let go? It is. There's a reason why. I got 6 daughters, right? Out of 6 kids. I was a young mother. Okay. Yeah, I was a young mama. 16, 17 years old. Had my own. That's when I had my first. And I had my own. So I had my own. Had my own what? Okay. Anyways. I was still living at home. Got pregnant with my oldest daughter. Got pregnant with my second daughter. Third and so forth. I say I was a young mama. I ain't embarrassed to say it. I was a young mama. Okay? Alright. My parents helped me. My father, rest in peace. My mother, they helped me. Did they want to? Were they mad? Upset? Pissed? Everything, boy. Me being young, you know, having sex and getting pregnant and all that. They was pissed because I was living with them. You know, I was still at home. And I got it. I get it and I got it. I get it because they always tell you the way you treat your parents is how your kids gonna treat you, especially your first one and possibly your second one. My experience with that was my first one. I ain't gonna go into details, but my oldest one, she's 34, okay? I'm gonna talk about my family, and I'm gonna get the little history on me. My mother is 6. I got 6 grown daughters. My baby is 20. My oldest is 34. I got 9 grandkids. I sure do. Yep. My oldest daughter, all my grandkids are from her. And I got 9. They say your first one is going to be just exactly like you. Like you were when you were, when it started out. My oldest daughter started out young like I did, having kids. We didn't get along, all that good stuff. Well, it ain't good, but you know, we didn't get along. Rebellious. I was like that towards my parents. Well, my dad. Me and my dad didn't get along at all. To this day, I regret it still. He gone. You know, my dad been gone for a long time. I regret it. Everything my father told me. You know, when you're young, you don't want to believe nothing. Young, stubborn, think your parents being mean, think your parents don't. At least, I'm not saying all kids were like that, but I'm going to speak just for myself. I think your parents just being mean. Flat out mean to you. Be like, oh, my parents don't know what they talking about. I says they don't know what they talking about. I'm going to do what I wants to do, regardless, with my mama and my daddy. Well, with my mother so much, it was my father. You know, my mom would always try to get me to listen to my dad. My mom was really humble. Well, my mom, she's still living, you know. I say was when my mom got dementia. My mom has dementia. I have you say that. Dementia, whatever. She has that. And she's still here, though. Thank God. You know, my mom's still here. She's in her 80s. She's still kicking. She's in a nursing home and all that, but my mom's still here. By the grace of God, my mother's still here. So anyways, I was a rebellious kid. I didn't listen to my dad at all when I was when I was younger, teenager. You know, he tried everything he could to make sure I had a good life, you know. I didn't do good in regular school, so my dad put me in Job Corps because my grades were failing. Because I wasn't doing good in regular public schools. So he took me out, you know, put me in a Job Corps in Cleveland, Ohio. I went to Job Corps in Cleveland, Ohio. I was doing good for a minute. Then I kept AWOL, and you know about that. If you know about Job Corps, I kept AWOL and all that. That's how you say it. And you know I did like twice. That's why I got pregnant with my first daughter. I got pregnant with her in Cleveland. Yep. I pregnant my daughter in Cleveland, and that upset my dad. That hurt him. I mean, that ripped his heart out. He was just so hurt. My dad was so hurt. And so he ended up coming to get me. they took me out of the program, and my dad had to come all the way to Cleveland to get me. It's hard talking about it sometimes because I didn't graduate behind this. This is just in a result of all of that. I didn't graduate. I ain't gonna tell you what grade I went to. I ain't gonna tell you. I'll just tell you. Okay, I went to the 9th grade. I went to the 9th grade. Yes, I did. I didn't have no. Went to the 9th grade. That's it. And I always try to install. Now, let me get to that part yet. But you know what? And all of my children are high school graduates. Yep. I didn't want my kids to follow my footsteps in a lot of things. Now, my oldest daughter, she did when she had kids young and all that, right? And I don't tell her business, but she did that, right? And so that's my footsteps, my daughter. But she still remained, I don't know how to say it. At the end of the day, she didn't follow my footsteps as far as not finishing school. And I didn't finish school because, I'm not going to say I didn't finish school because I didn't want to. I finished school because when my daddy came and got me from Job Corps, I was in the 9th grade then. When I got out of school, my dad took me out of school. I was in the 9th grade. I was in 9th grade when he took me out. So they put me in Job Corps. Once I got in Job Corps and ended up AWOL, and too many times they put me out. My dad came and got me. I never went back to school after that. I never went back to school after that. So it's depressing. But you know what? I'm not going to get into all that.
No.
Because at the end of the day.
What are you talking about?
That's my daughter. Don't come in here. What you want?
Guess what I'm going to get me so my stuff can go out the bathroom. Vanity, mirror, and desk.
This girl is a CVS pharmacy.
Friday.
She's a CVS pharmacy by herself. She got so much stuff from CVS. I'm talking about every skincare you can think of, she got it. And even ones you don't even know about, she got it. She got skincare. My daughter, my girl, and the two, listen, to make a long story short, I got 6 kids. I didn't raise all of them. Only the 2 that's here. Well, only 2 I raised them. And guess what? They both got careers. They both got, well, my one daughter, they both got, well, I'm going to say, she went to college. Both of them went to college. Well, she went to college. My other one got a good job. She got a good job. This one got a career. I think I did damn good with them. I think I did get damn good with them. In spite of how my life turned out, I raised these 2. My other 5, let me see. My other 4, I raised till they got to a certain age, and then they got taken away from me. Still young, out there wanting to kick it, want to party, want to keep my, just wanted to be grown and didn't want to be a mom. So my parents and my auntie stepped in and helped me raise my kids. But they helped raise them. Hold on, y'all. Stretch my knee hurt. There was so much I can tell you, but I just jumped over a lot. But I wish I had graduated. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I had to walk across that stage and went to college and, had got a career, because there's a lot of things that I wish I could have done differently, as a child. But I was a kid, I was young and out there wilding out, wanting to be, wanted to be grown before my time. I was out there trying to grow up too fast, and I ended up getting pregnant with all my children at a young age. And out of 6 of my kids, I only raised 2 all the way to completion. The rest of them, I did not. But the two that I did raise, I stayed in their ass. All of them I did about school. But the ones I raised, that was in my care, from yay high till now, I stayed in their ass. I stayed on them about school. I made them go to school every day. I didn't let them miss a day unless they were sick or had doctor's appointments. I never let them miss school. Never. And it paid off in the end because both of them are high school graduates. No kids. But you know what? Out of all 6 of my kids, only one of them, my oldest one, had kids. None of the rest of my daughters got kids. None of them. Ain't nothing wrong if you do have kids, if your kids had kids young. I'm not saying that. I ain't the one to judge nobody, because I know how my life was. And now that how my life turned out, you know, as far as not having an education and things, a career, and didn't graduate and all that, hey, I ain't talking about nobody. Trust me. I'm talking about for me, and I'm proud of myself because the two that I did raise has no kids, or the other ones don't need, except for my oldest one, no kids, high school graduates. A lot of my children didn't go to college. I have 2 daughters out of all of my children that are in college. But there's 1, 2, 4 of my daughters that have jobs. Good jobs. Good jobs. So 2 is in college. 2 of them, and all of my kids are graduates, but 2 of them are in college. 2 of them in college. 2 of them are in college. Yep. And I thank God for that, because that's one of my biggest footsteps that I did not want my kids to follow. Yes, and they did it. And like I say, my oldest daughter, even though she had children, she's still doing her thing. She got her own house. Okay, she got her own house. Yeah, she made her little mistakes and stuff like I did, you know. But she learned from her mistakes, like a lot of us do, a lot of us have. And now she's doing good. She got a job, and she keeps it. There was a time my daughter would work a little while, and then she would stop, then she would work again, and she would quit. And I be telling her, "Oh, you can't be doing that, baby. You got kids. You can't." You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You need to keep your job, make the money, you take care of your children. You know, you ain't got to worry about nobody else, depending on nobody else to take care of your kids for you. You know, 'cause you got a lot of kids. And so, she's just been holding on, man. I said, just keep holding on. Have faith, pray. Anytime you got anything you can't deal with, you already know you can go, who you can go to. Man up there. And just keep on going. Don't give up. You know, don't give up. That's the key thing, is never give up. Don't give up. Don't give up, you know. But like I said, out of all my children, she the only one that had kids. None of the other kids had no kids. And they all grown. They ain't even thinking about having no kids. They not thinking about it. And I said, y'all got plenty of time for that. Plenty of time. Ain't no rush. You know. Look at me, look at your older sister, learn from that, because I had 6 kids. My daughter got, she shot past me with the amount of children she had, but it's okay. It's fine, you know? And you're not a bad person, you know? Nothing like that. You're gonna be fine, you know? I talked to my daughter. But I can't say this. Me and my oldest daughter, we did not get along, honey. But we do now. We do now. And have for a while, a long while. So, because it's hard. It's hard. It was hard. It was hard. It's hard. And so it's just like, I can go on and on with that one, but I'm not. But all I know at the end of the day, just don't give up, please. Anybody out there, young mothers, don't give up. It's never too late, because you had kids on where you don't say, yeah, listen, your life is not over just because you have children. It's what you make it. Either you keep going or you don't. And I'd rather for y'all to know that it's not for you or your kids. It is definitely not healthy. That's definitely not the way to go. To give up. Oh, I got kids. My life is over. I can't finish school. I can't do this. I can't do that. Da 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 da. Yeah, you can. If you don't, it's because you didn't want to. Because you still can be a successful person. It may take a little longer, but you still can do it. Okay? You still can do it. Because you're still gonna be a parent too. So you gotta be trying to juggle that. You know, and if you had a family like I did, you know, if you had parents like I did, that helped you, that was there to help you, you know, and there you go. Or you just did it by yourself. Fuck it. Did it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up. Please don't give up. Don't give up. I did with school, and I regret it each and every day. I really do. It is hard as shit to get an education. Or if you don't have a kid. Let me rephrase that. It's not hard to get an education. It's hard if you don't have an education. If you didn't try, you got to keep on. Keep on keeping on. Don't give up because you have a kid. Don't do that. You got to think about not only yourself, but your kid. You know, I got to try what I'm going to do. Like, I got to try to go to school. I got to try to this, got to do that. You can do it. Just do it. Put your kid in daycare. There's daycares out there so you can work or go to school. Y'all already know. Y'all know about this. Ain't nothing new. Y'all know y'all can do it. Y'all can do it. Put your mind to it. Yep. Yeah, I get it. Sometimes with some people, having a child can slow you down. I get it sometimes, but just got to pick yourself up. Get it. Just get it. Come on. Let's do it, you know? You got a family member you can trust to watch your kids, or you can take them to a daycare so you can do what you got to do for you and your children, you know? Don't give up. And my daughter, I applaud her because, my oldest daughter, I applaud her because she didn't let that weigh her down, tear her down, whatever you want to call it. She didn't give up. She didn't give up. She didn't give up. That's what my daddy do his lips when he's drunk. Yeah. I love my daddy. Just like him. I look just like my father. I look nothing like my mom. I look just like my dad. I got his hands. I got his body, shape, feet, everything. I look like my dad. Him head, toe. I miss my dad. Me and him used to argue all the time. I used to argue with my father. That's the worstest thing you could ever do is argue with your parents. Because all they trying to do is stir you right. If my daddy did, he showed tough love on us, man. My daddy, I can tell you one thing, he never picked up a belt to whoop us. He never whooped us. At least not to my knowledge. He never whooped us. Nope. You know what my daddy did? My dad was in the war. He was in the war, so what you call shell shock, okay? He was in the war. Dad was in the war. He was shell shock, y'all. Yeah, when I talk like that, I be acting silly. Like, why she talk like that? That's just my personality. God. But my dad, when he was in the war, so he was shell shocked. So every time he get upset with us, get mad, you know what he do? He never used it, obviously. We're still here. We're still alive. But he pulled out a shotgun. My daddy pulled out a shotgun on us when we got in trouble. He pulled it out on us to scare us. And he sure did. That's one thing you don't want to do to your children. You don't want them to be scared. There's a difference between the child being scared of you and respecting you. It's different. You don't want your kids to be scared of you. You want them just to respect you. Okay? I'll tell my grandkids that. Don't be scared of grandma. Just respect me. You know, don't be scared. Don't fear nobody but God, okay? Don't be scared of your grandma. Just respect me. That's all. Respect me. You know? But when I was raising my kids, though, I was that type of parent. I didn't whip my kids. I didn't. I spoiled them. All of them. I think that's where I kind of went wrong, because some of the decisions that my oldest daughter made, it's because I spoiled her when she was younger. I really didn't raise her like that, because my dad took custody of her after our children's service getting custody. Did my dad ever take, there was a children's service? I don't think it just was children's services involved. I can't remember if I was still living at home and he ended up putting me out. I think my dad put me out when I was 16 because I was a rebellious kid. I didn't listen. I argued with him too much. And he just couldn't take it no more, so he put me out. But he kept my daughter. He didn't put me out with my child. He kept my child and put me out. Yep. I don't even think Children's Services ever got involved with that. So my dad never took legal custody of my daughter. He just kept her, and they took care of her. While I was out, he put me out. So I've been out on my own since I was 16, 17 years old. Y'all can tell y'all some stories, but I ain't gonna tell you everything. Some things you just don't want to tell. Yep, I've been on my own since I was 17. Had my first apartment. Turned 18. I think I was 18. Yeah. Had to be. Got my own apartment. My first apartment when I was 18. Things happened. It was all bad. It was just terrible. And I ended up losing that place. Another place and so forth. Okay. So I remember a lot. My childhood, growing up, I remember a lot. Yep. I still think about it, especially my education. I still think about it. I still get emotional a little bit. I've learned to accept my life the way it is. Again, I never went back to finish school. But I have accepted the fact that, that I haven't, went back. This is done. I don't know what made me get on here and talk about my childhood. Sometimes, it just feels good to talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Because I be thinking about it a lot, and I can just tell, I can just tell things, things could have been better, but I wish I had to graduate at least. At the least, I wish I would have went all the way to the 12th grade, at the least, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I haven't worked. I've had jobs, though, but it was just, like, little jobs, like, I worked Kroger's, I worked, many, like, grocery stores, like Kroger's, I worked, telemarketing, and these were a lot of jobs where they didn't require you back then to have a high school diploma or anything. I don't know, but I ended up getting jobs like that. Back then it was like that. Ain't like that now, I don't think. But I worked in the telemarketing, like I said. I can't think of any other ones. I know I worked at a warehouse. It was a warehouse called Chubby Checkins. I don't know if it's still around, but I worked there. I worked a lot of temp agencies too. You can work a temp agency job even if you don't have a high school diploma. At least it was like that back then. I worked in a lot of different places because when you work through a temp service, they send you to a lot of different places to work. So I did a lot of temp. I still worked. Because you ain't got education, don't mean you can't work. It might not be necessarily the type of kind of job you want. Obviously not. But you still can work. There's a lot of people that do things that didn't require a high school diploma or a GED, and they still work, and they still make money, It might not be the income that you require, that you would have loved to, have. Like, you might not be making the type of money that you want, but you still making money, so be thankful for that. I know a lot of people that's doing their thing, even though they ain't get to have a high school diploma, they didn't graduate. They still out there doing their thing. They didn't let them break them, slow them down. They didn't give up. You know, that's because they didn't give up, you know. So, and it's never too late to go back to school. It's online school. I could do it if I want to. In fact, I might think about doing that just to at least get my GED. You know, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I hope I made sense of a lot, because sometimes it's hard for me to explain things. You know, that's because I'm like that. My mom was like that too. You know, my mom was like that. She went to the 9th grade too. So sometimes it happens. It'll be like that. You can follow a lot of your parents' footsteps. You know, whether it's good or bad. It happens. That's life. You know, like I say, my mom didn't graduate. Neither did I. She went to the 9th grade, 9th or 10th. So did I. I went to the 9th. Like my mother, just like my mother did. You know. It's a lot. But I thank God I'm here. I thank God I still have my own place. I thank God that, you know, because of that, I'm not just out there, you know. I never resulted into, you know, becoming a drug head. Some people, when they give up and they look back over their life, how they used to be, or things happen that they regret. And there's just a lot that people suffer behind when they didn't have a good life, you know, or when they keep thinking about, they let their mistakes and their past and all that just weigh them down, beat them up. I ain't never beating myself up. I don't never beat myself up. I ain't gonna never turn no drugs. What that I do is y'all know. All kind of drugs. I'm gonna have my weed, okay? I'm gonna smoke my weed. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing, though. That's just because I want to do it. It makes me feel good. It relaxes me, okay? I ain't doing it because I'm depressed and all that about my life. I do it because it makes me feel good. So I do, okay? But yeah, so I'm going to get off of here, y'all, because I think I'm about to just lay on back down, watch some more TV. Well, watch TV because I literally, like I said, I just woke up. When I first got on here, I was, you know, I had just woken up to get a smoke and all that. So now I'm getting ready to go back to bed. But I love y'all. Bear with me, okay? Please, bear with me. Because I'm telling you, we all have gone through things and still is going through stuff. You know, life is a mug, boy. I'm telling you, life is a mother. It really is. But it's what you make it. It's what you make it. You know, make do what you got. You know, you might not have everything you want, but you're here. You got your health. You got your strength. You're alive. And you know, you ain't out there. Could be worse situation. You know, could have ended up way worse than what it ended up now. That's why I tell myself now, my life could have ended up way, way worse. I could have been on drugs. I could have been out there committing crimes, or getting locked up, staying in prison, staying in jail, because your life didn't turn out the way you want to. And some people do that. A lot of people have done that and still doing it. Like, it's out there doing it up because they didn't succeed in life. Don't let that bring you down, break you, and don't let that turn you evil or towards people or towards yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. You know. So I'm gonna ready to go, peeps. And I love you. From the bottom of my heart. I love y'all, I really do. And I don't know, I might get back on camera later on tonight. Who knows? And I'll talk to y'all in a little bit, okay? Remember to what? My head itching, y'all. Who is itching? Comment, rate, subscribe, thumbs up. Push that post notification button, okay? Help me get to that 1,000. I'm going to say that every now and then in my videos. I'm trying to reach 1,000. Y'all know that. So, but I need y'all help. I need y'all help. Alright. So let me go. Hey, if I don't get back on tonight, you know I'm going to see y'all tomorrow for breakfast, okay? I love y'all. Bye.